The Niners are making half-ass offers so they can make it look like they are trying to replace Jimmy Garoppolo. Then they can gain leverage for Jimmy pay cut. What do you think? How does that work?
Okay, but Jimmy's pay cut, like the restructuring of Jimmy is not a pay cut. Grant, you want to explain it to them that it's not going to be a pay cut actually for Jimmy Garoppolo?
Is there really a way that they can go to Jimmy and say, hey, Jimmy, you need to agree to take less money this upcoming year?
Contractually, the way contracts in the NFL work is like, it's not that the Niners are going to rip up their contract with Jimmy Garoppolo and say, you're now going to be paid $12 million. That's not how this works. They're going to readjust his contract and move money around in certain spots. Yeah. And that could mean that Jimmy gets more money up front right now so that they can
and more long-term security. That's what it is. It's always like a give and take. Oh, you want to make me cheaper for your books now? Okay, well, give me money up front and tie me to your franchise long term, so I don't have to worry about where I'm going to be next year.
Right,
that's what it is, and they could do that at any time.
Right, and to me, that's one of the more underrated details with the New England Patriots and how they handled the Tom Brady situation. Yeah, Tom Brady's average per year was always underpaid, but they restructured his contract every couple years, and he would get a juice of that guaranteed money right away when other quarterbacks who would have all their guaranteed money done would be at like $25 million for a year when he was at 15, but they weren't getting any more guaranteed dough up front and put in their pocket right away.
Here's another signing bonus. Goes buy Giselle something nice.
Yeah, and now your cap hit is $10 million, and we can put this great team around you.
And again, the Niners would do it if they truly believed in Jimmy Garoppolo. They gave John Lynch an extension. And we don't even know what he does, Fish. They gave Kyle Shanahan an extension. They give extensions out all the time. But Jimmy, we got to see a little bit more from you. And they say
and that's the bottom line, right?
Yeah.
Like, people are always like, hey, why are you speculating about Jimmy Garoppolo? The Niners said Jimmy Garoppolo is their quarterback, blah, 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 because they haven't made a financial commitment to him. And here's the bottom line. If Jimmy Garoppolo is your favorite player on the 49ers, then mute Twitter, mute all media, because even if the 49ers, here's what happens. Even if they don't draft a quarterback, they don't trade for anybody, and Jimmy Garoppolo is the quarterback day one in training camp. After June 1st, let's say Atlanta picks a quarterback. Now, Matt Ryan to the 49ers is going to be a giant speculation. Until he's starting day one, because they're not
until the trade deadline. Yeah.
It's going to be, or unless he plays great, like just great the first 6 games, and then people are like, oh, Jimmy's the guy. But
you know what they'll do? Then they'll extend his contract.
Right.
Yeah, then they'll give him another $137 million contract. Because all it takes is a 5-game stretch.
Right. And so that's the thing, right? And I talked about this on a Niners Nation podcast with Rob Guerrera. Check it out if you can. But we discussed this, and the bottom line is that they have to make a move at quarterback sometime. It's got to be either commit to Jimmy or move off of Jimmy, get somebody else. You got to be committed to somebody. You can't continue this trend of what you're doing.